Hello, I'm John Shepherd, and in this video we're going to talk about the type of training that you can be doing at this time of the year. Now in the UK we are in a lockdown and very few athletes can get access to a track, so we're using whatever facilities we've got available to us. Having said that, a couple of my group are deemed to be elite and can train indoors. So we'll have a little look at what they're doing as well. Hopefully this will give you some ideas as to what you can do if you've got to train under lockdown conditions or whether you've still got access to good facilities. Okay, let's start with a virtually do anywhere workout. So the first exercise is a step and swing, which is great for the long jump takeoff. So you step forwards and then swing the free leg up and away from the body and hold it there. So foot comes down, hip goes away. The second exercise is also great for the long and triple jump takeoff. Swing the free leg away to parallel. Hold position, drop down and then step into another takeoff. Keep the torso upright. Try to block the front arm at eye level. Think about getting the takeoff foot quickly down onto the ground. The next takeoff variant is slightly more difficult to do properly. You need to drive up into the takeoff position, push the free leg away, the lower leg, and then pull it back under the body as if you're doing the first stage of a hitch kick or a hitch hang. So run onto the takeoff. Drive the free leg into the takeoff, lift the rear arm overhead as you pull the front free leg down and round under the body. I've just added another version of this drill which we were able to do when we could train on a track. But again, it's one that you can do anywhere. So really, we're just trying to walk through the front part of the hitch kick. So stepping into the takeoff, pushing the free leg away as before, and lifting the rear arm up and over as you pull through. There are of course lots of sprint drills that you can do on a flat surface. So this is a high leg cycle with hands on hips, the objective being to fold the heel up and pull the foot over the knee. The next exercise is a great progression, so the objective here is to use the arms but to accentuate the cyclical motion and pulling those heels up and getting the knees forward of the hips as you progress forwards. Think of it as a kind of clipped running action. At the end of this restricted workout, we did some hill runs. These included some uphills and some downhills over about 40 meters. As was the theme of this particular session, the emphasis was placed on the rotation of the sprint stride, so picking the heels up and pulling the foot over the knee. So the focus, as I've said, was on pulling the foot to the front, and this was also the case when running downhill. So the athlete is always trying to be in control of their running whilst focusing on a specific element of technique. In another video, I'll show you some more drills and give you a workout that you can do in your local park, on the roads, or anywhere where it's safe to do so. That will focus on further elements that will improve your sprint technique and maintain your condition in these difficult times. As I mentioned at the start of the video, I said I'd just briefly go through the type of training that we would have normally done if we were able to train normally. Well, as you can see, this takeoff drill is virtually the same as the one that Jahisha was doing in the park. So it just shows how you can do very similar work whatever the facilities you've got available. We'd also be continuing our work with mats to really groove in the positioning of those final three crucial steps for example, the long jump, and we do similar for the triple. One of the key things that I would be doing at this time of the year with the, or being well in normal circumstances, the indoor season, coming up would be to do lots and lots of run-up work, but in particular doing run-ups that are longer than the athlete's normal run-up. And we add an extra 2 strides on. So therefore they've got to maintain their posture and their positioning as they run through those over-distance run-ups. The bag marks the elongated attack phase for the run-up, so they have to hold posture and go through to the white line. Of course, under normal circumstances, we'd be doing more and more jumping, and in particular from run-up distances of 10 strides upwards to about 15, 16. Here's Karim, who's now an elite athlete, training indoors very recently. His training has been going very well, and this jump benefited from a positive knee angle, a drive off of the ball that took him away rather than up. We always keep our plyometrics going, and we're looking at quickness of reaction, and in this case the power coming initially through the ankles. This is a reactive jump, backwards and forwards, the objective being to get off the floor and jump backwards as quickly and directly as possible. In another video, I'll explain more about the use of plyometrics at this time of the year. Weights will still take place 2 times a week, and we'd follow our triphasic methodology. Regular channel viewers will know that during the first lockdown period in the UK, that I produced a number of workouts that you can do in a confined space, in your home for example, or on local parks and roads. So do check out the playlist for those videos, and all being well, I plan to produce some more stay-at-home lockdown workouts. So do look out for those. Also, just a reminder for those of you who'd like to find out more about how to become a better coach or indeed a better athlete, do consider signing up to the channel and becoming a member. You'll get access to bespoke content which is designed to take your coaching and performance knowledge to another level, and also develop some injury robustness, resilience to injury. So we've got balance and posture drills which are great for the ankles, knee and hip in terms of strengthening stability and balance. Then we did some leg cycling, running drills, and I've put basic fitness there as well because we did quite a few repetitions, but also included marching and lunging drills, which are going to develop some degree of strength endurance, for example, and I prefer to do that as opposed to developing strength endurance via circuits. So I see a lunge, a travelling lunge with a heel recovery as being much more specific than a series of squats, particularly for a long jumper who doesn't. As usual, thanks for watching, and do subscribe to the channel and leave any comments you may have in the section below or through my other social media. And above all, stay safe.